Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new around here, my name's the Gobby Gaffer and I play Football Manager, currently managing RC Lens in France. If you're a regular viewer, then thanks for your support, your likes, your comments and your subscriptions. And in today's episode, don't you just love it when you sign a new player and in his debut game he plays 45 minutes, gets injured and he's out for 5 to 6 weeks. That's happened to me not just once, it's happened twice now. So my new defensive midfield player, Di Michel, I don't know how many minutes he played. It wasn't that many, got injured, out for 5 to 6 weeks. So he's only just coming back from injury now, hardly seen him. You know, anyway, at the end of the transfer window, a big offer came in for Mason Ave, well, actually he's a winger, but I've been playing him in central midfield. So as a deep line playmaker, he can do it, but it's not his best position. Paid 2.5 million for him. Big offer came in. It started quite low, about 17 million, jumped up to about 27 million. They obviously wanted him, and I thought, you know what? This is very good profit, this. So, but I need to replace him. Went to the transfer market and found Tony McNeil at Chelsea. I thought, okay, he's a deep line playmaker. He's just what I want. Get him on loan for the rest of the season, and then we can get that money in and see how we are at the end of the season. So I accepted the offer for Mason Ave, accepted the loan, and then what happened? Got a message straight away. Sorry, the deal for Mason Ave has fallen through. Not enough time to complete the deal. Oh, great. Anyway, I accepted the McNeil loan anyway because I do need some cover in that area. And Bailly's coming on a treat, but this Tony McNeil is a really good deep line playmaker, so I signed him. Played one game. Well, actually, he played half a game, got injured, out for 5 to 6 weeks. Can't win. What? Oh, yeah, I know, I'm waffling too much again. I'll show you what's been going on. So we start with an away game at FC Nantes. We scraped that 1-0. We're actually making a good job at that at the moment, scraping games 1-0. We're not scoring an awful lot of goals. So we scraped that 1-0. Same against Troyes again, another away game. We scraped that 1-0. Zapata, as you can see, is weighing in with quite a few goals. So that's quite nice to see. My new striker banging the goals in. Then obviously we're in the Champions League stage now. We have 8 games to play, as you know, don't need to tell you that. The first of those was against a team called Zilna. Lovely, comfortable 4-0 win in that. Played some lovely football in it, scored 4 goals. Zapata got 2 of them. Very, very nice. Back into the league. Can't really complain about scraping this one. It was a 1-0, but it was against our arch rivals, Rennes, who, you know, I have a little bit of a beef against Rennes. So we got a nice 1-0 against them. And then we played Marseille. If you remember, again, they were a little bit of a bogey team for us last season. And we beat them 1-0. But then the inevitable happened. We played PSG. Zapata scored in the first 10 minutes. It was disallowed inevitably. And then PSG came away, scored 2 goals, and we lost to PSG. An aging PSG, I must say, as well. I mean, Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. now are well into the middle 30s, but they're still winning games. They're still top of the league. They're still steamrolling everybody. But anyway, so we lost that 2-0. So back to the Champions League then. So we've already played the first game against Zilna. The other teams we'll have to play are PSV, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Atletico Bilbao, Sevilla, Man City and Chelsea. So not the easiest of groups to play. I think we'll be lucky if we get 3 wins out of that. But we've already had the 12 million in for you know, being in the league stage. We've already received 2.4 million for winning a game. So all this is going into the pot. And hopefully, like I said previously, this team now is probably going to need tweaking at the end of every season rather than a big overhaul. And if we can use that money to bring in like 2 quality players each summer, then, you know, all to the good, isn't it, really? Anyway, back to today's 2 games. So it's 2 away games. We've got PSV in the Champions League, and then we've got Auxerre, and that's obviously in the French First Division. The plane is waiting. I do need to jump on the plane. It's going to be no good without. Where's all the tactics going to come from if I'm not there? I'll see you in the dugout. Well, welcome to Holland for this second game in the Champions League. Team for today is Ibrahim in goal. Back four of Bandecchi, Dordic, Kronberg and Marino. We've got a little triangle there in midfield of Mbaye, Argiolas and Di Michel. The two attacking mids are Vincent and Bongatue with Zapata up front. And the game is underway, and the first highlight goes to PSV. Ibrahim comes out and takes that nice and comfortably. Nice to see your goalkeeper getting an early touch of the ball and taking the ball nice and cleanly. So we're just moving the ball around now, although we have lost the ball there in midfield, which is not ideal. And that could end up in the back of the net. No, Ibrahim has made a good save. I think that's gone out for a corner. Yeah, it's gone out for a corner. PSV with the corner. Not liking what I'm seeing at the moment. It's only 2 minutes on the clock. Ibrahim again. Safe pair of hands. Right, come on, lads. Can you start playing like your goalkeeper's playing? Show a little bit of desire and endeavour. So at the moment, we've had one shot. 2 shots now, not playing particularly well. PSV with the throw, ball's headed out. That's going to get slung back in again. Can we win that ball? Can anybody get a foot on the ball to stop that ball coming over? And Ibrahim makes a terrific save there and stops that ball dropping in at the far post. Just going to give the lads a little bit of encouragement. We need to start putting our foot on the ball and controlling the game. And at the moment, PSV are well on top. So half an hour on the clock. Argiolas looks like he might have picked up an injury, which is not ideal at all. PSV again with another highlight. Ball is headed over the bar. As an attacking force, we are very, very poor in this game. Yes, Argiolas is injured. Let's see if he can make it to half time. Okay, can we start putting some nice passes together here? Lovely ball forward for Zapata. He's gone very wide though. Ball over the top, and that's dropped in the back of the net from Vincent. What a strange goal that was. Zapata took it very wide. They didn't look any attacking threat on there at all. I mean, this is the weirdest goal. Slings the ball. There's no danger there. But Vincent, with a lovely looping header, beats the keeper. We're ahead 1-0 after looking absolutely useless for most of the first half. Well, go figure. And Zapata with the free kick. Oh, and that's hit the crossbar, I think. He does take a good free kick, Zapata. Okay, I'm going to say it was a good first half performance. We need to have a little look at Argiolas, and he's hampered by he's going to have to come off. So we'll bring Aurelio on. We'll just make him defensive midfield player, and we'll make Mbaye the deep lying playmaker. We'll just switch it a little bit. Everybody else is looking okay at the moment. I mean, we were very, very poor in that first half. Can we hang on to a bit of an unlikely 1-0 lead? Let's see what we can do. No highlights as yet. I think Di Michel is going to have to come off. He's not fully fit yet. I think we are going to have to make a substitution. Let's just play out this highlight. We have won the ball. Marino does very, very well there. He's running into the penalty area. Bongatue. Oh, and I think, did that get deflected? Yes, it did, and we're into a corner. Corner to be sent over by Mbaye. We need to get much better at these corners. We do get ahead on that one, but over the top. And now Di Michel is injured, so we're going to bring Magabain on for him. Hammy's going to come on at right wing back, and Bandecchi is looking very tired as well. So that's 4 subs, mostly defensive subs. Let's see if we can hold on. I'm going to drop the mentality to cautious now. Shall we give them a little bit of encouragement? No, we're not going to press any buttons. Vincent throws a corner in there, and that's in the back of the net. We're 2-0 up. Surely the points are in the bag now. Dordic, lovely header there from Vincent corner. And that is just what the doctor ordered. Vincent throwing that ball into the box. Very, very, very well found by Dordic in the back of the net. We're 2-0 up. And we should hopefully now be coasting. Unless there's Monaco time going to come into effect. But I don't think PSV are going to do a Monaco. No, they're not. We've won the game 2-0. Very, very nice victory that. And that is 2 wins out of 2. Very nice. Like I say, we need to get the points where we can get them. Because we've got some tough games coming up. We're not going to get the points in those games. But anyway, no point in looking at the league at the moment. 2 games won, 6 points. But we will be losing some points, I'm pretty sure of that. Anyway, I've got to get back on the play. All this jet setting, it's very, very tiring. And I'm only the manager. Let's get on the plane, get back to France. We have a game against Auxerre to play. We'll see you in the dugout for that one. Welcome to Auxerre for this. Really important, actually. It's a really important league game for us. We've been doing really, really well in the league. Only that PSG was a little bit of a blot on the copybook. Other than that, we're doing really well. We were actually top of the league at one point, but the PSG game, as per usual, got beat. So this is really important. It's important we get points at teams like Auxerre. And the team we're going to try and do that with is Ibrahim in goal. Bandecchi, Dordic, Kronberg and Marino are the back 4. Triangle in midfield, Mbaye, Chevalier and Aurelio. Got some injured players and fitness issues in there. So we're having to do a lot of swapping and changing. That's helping our, our consistency. Anyway, we've got Vincent and Bongatoué behind Zapata up front. And as you can see, the little league table there in the bottom corner, we are actually in 2nd place at the moment. PSG are 4 points ahead of us now, which is not ideal, but I don't think there's going to be any overhauling PSG this season. But anyway, we do need to start turning on in this game, and at the moment it's quite flat, and Auxerre actually have had the better of the game. XG of just coming up for 1. We've not really left the dressing room, and this, to be honest, this has been the story of a lot of games this season. I've had to do an awful lot of juggling just to scrape us a goal in a game. And Auxerre do get the first highlight. It's a corner. It's in the back of the net. We're losing 1-0. This is not ideal. I don't think we want to see that again. That was absolutely awful. I'm going to skip that. We're on a positive mentality. Half-time is upon us. We've done absolutely nothing in that first half. What was that? Get your act together. I don't know what's going on at all at the moment. I really don't. Let's put Bongatoué on attacking. See if we can push him a little bit further forward. I don't really know what else I can do. We could move the lines a little bit further forward. Not quite sure. Can we do a little bit better in this second half? We've had 6 shots now, but the XG is still only 0.22. And we're throwing another 3 points away if we're not careful. And it's Auxerre with the ball again. Ball is headed out. Can Bongatoué pick that ball up? Yes, he can. We need to start dictating the game. Put your foot on the ball. Dictate the play. Come on, midfield players. They're all stood there in a triangle. Not quite sure this is working at the moment. If you watch them all there, none of them are spacing out. I don't know whether this is working at the moment. Zapata with a lovely touch there to Moreno. Lovely ball over there, and that is a beautifully worked goal. Vincent steals in there and puts the ball into the top of the net, and that all started with that Zapata, that lovely touch from Zapata. Just watch this, Bongatoué, Zapata, Moreno, ball switched over to Bandecchi, and then Vincent nearly breaks the net with it. Okay, 3 changes. Galli has come on, Escalante and Masonade. A little change in formation. Not very happy how this triangle's working in midfield. So let's see if we can do a bit something different in the midfield there. So we'll just confirm those changes and off we go again. I might just drop this back to cautious now. We are 1-1. We do need to win the game, but I just want us to be a little bit careful. And that's picked up nicely at the back. Zapata there picks the ball up, but then he loses it again. And now they're playing the ball through us. And fortunately, our keeper gets a hand to that one. Come on, lads. Can we? So we're going to drop on a little bit more encouragement. We've lost the ball again. We're meant to be on a cautious mentality at the moment. So this is not very dynamic. But that was a very poor ball from Auxerre. And I think they're kind of getting a little bit tired now. Not saying we're not, but long ball over the top. The press was on. He had to go long. And it's coming straight back at us. Auxerre again. The ball loops up into Ibrahim's arms. Right, the press is still on. If you just roll it to your left now. Roll it to your left. Roll it to your left. He's going long again with it. Over the top. Can one of these work? No, we've missed the ball again. The ball's coming back at us again. This is why I don't like the keeper kicking the ball out. 2 opportunities there to build an attack, and we've given the ball away both times. Into the 70th minute. Last 2 subs on. Both wing-backs have been changed now. Mazzoni and Ham have come on, and I have changed them to wing-backs now. Try and get them a little bit further up the pitch and see if we can create something for Zapata up front. So we do need to start trying to dictate this game, but the game is running away from us. I don't think we're going to get the 3 points today. Let's go attacking, see if we can do something in the final few minutes. Are we going to be able to do something? There's absolutely no highlights. The game fizzles out. Very, very poor 1-1 at Auxerre. Not quite sure. Maybe it's back to the drawing board. We're training tomorrow. You don't deserve a day off. That was pretty awful, particularly after the PSV game as well. So if we have a look at the league, PSG and ourselves, 9 games played. We've got 20 points, but Rennes and Saint Etienne have both got to play yet. So I'm guessing after those games, we won't be second anymore. And with that, I think we're going to wrap this episode up. Not the greatest of results against Auxerre. We do need to keep picking up these wins against teams like Auxerre, although they are in the European positions, so maybe that's a little bit unkind. But I always look at any other teams than PSG, Monaco and Rennes at the moment. I'm looking at them and thinking, yeah, we need to get full points out of this game. Because, you know, let's face it, I've been RC Lens now a good few seasons. I've been able to spend some money. I think this team is a lot stronger than any that we've had. Maybe the formation isn't working well at the moment. As we saw in that last game, that little triangle, they weren't, you know, they were all grouped together. They weren't making kind of space, and it didn't look great. So maybe I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board on that one. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I have brought players in to play this kind of system, but like I say, maybe a little bit of head scratching. So I think we are going to wrap the episode up there today. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, if you can give me a like, if you're new around here, as per usual, please subscribe, please spread the word, makes the channel grow, and we'll see you next time to see whether we can continue with our Champions League journey and maybe get 1 or 2 more wins, and see if we can get into a position where that 2nd and 3rd spot in the French First Division becomes ours. So we'll see you next time. It's all exciting stuff with the Gobby Gaffer here at RC Lens.